So whether or not she cooperates, I'm going to move forward with prosecution.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. He was speaking. You get a chance to speak. That's rude. Everybody knows that. We learned that in third grade, not to interrupt people. Thank you. You just don't follow the rules. Whether it's law or decorum, you got to treat people politely. Harm no one. Live honestly. Give each person respect. Assaulting somebody 4 times doesn't show that you're doing that. Did you just interrupt me again? See, we learned that when we were kids. My goodness, you're gonna have to take your first step at a time here. You're rude.
Today, we have a case that tests the boundaries of civility and accountability. In the courtroom stands a rude defendant whose demeanor is anything but respectful. He interrupts proceedings, talks over others, and displays a flagrant disregard for the authority of the court. This is not the first time this guy has been in court at all. He has a history of domestic cases, with multiple arrests for the same offense involving the same victim. However, previous charges were dismissed due to the victim's absence from court. But today is different. Today, the prosecution comes prepared with witnesses and video evidence, determined to pursue justice, with or without the victim's testimony. Will Judge Stevens allow this pattern of behavior to continue unchecked? Or will he hold the defendant accountable for his actions? Stay tuned to find out.
I'm sorry?
No. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you know this man? Who's your attorney? Have you ever met him before? John West? You just met him?
Yes.
Okay. Did you get retained? Are you retained?
No, I'm court appointed as part of Defender.
Well, let me ask you, first of all, are you employed anywhere?
No, I'm working.
Do you have any income at all?
I'm working with like labor next stuff.
Do you have any income at all? Is my question to you, sir.
I mean, no, not for people. I mean, it's a side job, but like it's not.
I can't understand. Yeah, you're going to have to
Speak on player. I said it's not every day. It's not an everyday job.
because this says you have 0 income.
Nah, yeah.
This is what you signed under oath.
I don't work every day. I ain't working none of this.
Do you work part-time, or does everybody else pay your way through life? What's the deal?
Just tell you.
You have to be independent, right?
Just tell you I work every night.
Doing what?
Just tell you never max and people really.
You know what? When I ask you questions, I expect an answer for you straightforward. Okay? And don't criticize me. You're the one charged with a 3rd-degree felony here. You need to navigate this responsibly. It's saying that you didn't follow the rules. So just please be courteous, okay? Can you do that? Can you do that?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. You're charged with this 3rd-degree felony of assault of a family member by choking them. This carries with it up to 10 years in prison. Do you understand? 10 years in prison. Okay. Have you ever been charged with an offense before?
Yeah.
You ever been convicted of anything before?
Not knowing.
Listen closely. Have you ever been convicted of anything before? What?
Used to be a gun case.
Where? In what county?
Yeah.
Have you lived in China your whole life?
Not from out there.
It says you live in China.
Yeah, but I'm not from out there.
Do we have a problem communicating here? I'm asking you, have you lived there your whole life?
Yeah, I lived out there, but
Be nice and courteous, or you get a timeout in the box. Okay? How long have you lived in China?
2 years.
Before that,
My 2nd year.
before that, where did you live?
Beaumont.
Okay. And how long did you live in Beaumont?
All my life.
Okay. You were born here? Where'd you go to school?
A lot of places.
A lot of places. No, where'd you did you graduate from high school?
No.
It says you've been arrested 9 times, including this one. And this isn't the first family violence. 2 marijuanas, unlawfully carrying a weapon. evading detention, resisting arrest, and assault. What's some- let me see some of the dispositions.
This is the fourth offense with the same lady. Each of the other three offenses have been dismissed. The state's going to proceed on this case, whether she's going to cooperate or not, because we have a video as well as two independent witnesses.
This was dismissed because.
This is you're saying this is the fourth time
This is
he's
the fourth
charged with
time.
assaulting that lady?
Yes, sir. So whether or not she cooperates, I'm going to move forward with prosecution.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. He was speaking. You get a chance to speak. That's rude. Everybody knows that. We learned that in third grade, not to interrupt people. Thank you. You just don't follow the rules. Whether it's law or decorum, you got to treat people politely. Harm no one. Live honestly. Give each person respect. Assaulting somebody 4 times doesn't show that you're doing that. Did you just interrupt me again? See, we learned that when we were kids. My goodness, you're going to have to take your first step at a time here. You're rude. Pull that last one. The one before that. The position.
Jason Jail.
So you did 6 months for the resisting arrest? You did 6 months for the resisting arrest in 21?
All 3 of these were disposed of at the same time.
What, show me what were they all misdemeanor?
Yes, sir, all misdemeanors. He got 100 days in jail for all of them. And then it was like these, the 2 marijuana possession, and then this unlawfully carrying. This because he was doing those 3. So all of this was taken care of.
2 weapons,
Today.
2 weapons and the resisting arrest? Okay.
The resisting, the evading, and the weapons charge were all convictions. The second weapons charge and the 2 marijuana were dismissed due to the mechanism of those.
Oh, this probable cause affidavit states that the victim said you strangled her with both of your hands. She couldn't breathe for several minutes. You have assaulted her several times and she wished to file charges. And so here you are. You said there's a video of him?
There is, yes. That, and there are 2 store clerks where this happened that witnessed the event as well.
All right. Here's what is your bond right now?
My bond was 15.
Okay.
Sure.
Huh?
I'm sure it's probably 15,000. It's probably 1,500.
Yes, we paid 10%.
Yes, he paid 1,500 bond out.
Correct, 15,000.
Okay, what else? Is that it?
Yes.
Are there any other conditions? Okay, here's what you're going to be ordered to do. Have no contact with this lady. You understand? Huh? Okay, and you're going to have you're ordered to have a GPS device on you so I know where you are so you don't contact her. Okay? That's a condition of your mom. You find that funny?
No.
Yeah, well, I don't see anything
No,
funny here.
I said-
This is pretty serious by assaulting ladies.
Yeah, but
This
what
is-
you saying
you know
is
what?
not
You can sit over at timeout when you learn to quit interrupting. All right, we'll go to somebody else. Mr. Colbert. Come on in. He failed his drug test too. What's his bond, Colbert?
It is $15,000, sir.
Yeah, your bond, you have failed your drug test. You've got marijuana in you, which is illegal. While on bond, you cannot commit a crime like having drugs in you.
No, so this is what I was saying.
You have the scientific test, so the drugs are in you. Your bond is revoked, and it's 15.
Currently 15,000.
It will be 30,000. Plus, you have to have a drug patch as a condition of bond. You'll be taken into custody. Please follow the rules. John,
if I got out of the jail on bond,
That's enough.
I mean, I'm still dirty, right?
Hmm?
I'm still dirty, right? If I
No.
got out of jail on bond, right? Yeah, because I was smoking while I was on bond, before I went to jail.
What do you want me to revoke your bond until the case is disposed? What are you asking for?
Sir, all I'm saying is if I'm on bond, right? I know I'm on bond.
Yeah, no, you have to get a drug patch as a condition of bond, and that will
I got
test you.
arrested in jail.
I will test you it will test immediately. And if it shows up dirty, then you'll be arrested again and we'll go through this one more time.
No, I ain't trying to arrest. I ain't trying to arrest again.
Yeah.
I ain't been doing
Well, you're taken into custody and until you have a drug patch on and your bond is double. And that's,
Yeah, but that's crazy because
That's crazy.
I just got out of jail.
I'll tell you what's crazy is whatever you do when you commit crimes, that's what's crazy.
Yeah, but if I went
And to
jail-
use drugs while
No,
to
I
use
did
drugs.
not use drugs before that. If I'm smoking weed don't stay in your system for 6 months to a year, right? That mean I just bonded out on this case.
You got drugs in you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it haven't been a whole year.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
The debate is over with. You're in custody, period. In the ball game. The scientific tests showed that you had drugs in
It was gonna
you.
show dirty anyway.
You know what? Are you a smart guy?
Yeah, it was gonna show dirty anyway.
Well, it's not very smart, not very smart to be using drugs while on,
How you using
bond.
drugs when I was using drugs before I bonded out?
You're going to jail. It's unwise to do things to put yourself in jail.
Yeah, but before I went to jail, I was already.
And talking isn't going to change my mind.
I know. it
Thank
ain't
you.
gonna
Bye.
take
Follow the rules.
Judge, do you still want to have the GPS device that you ordered?
Yeah. Yeah, we want to know where he is all the time.
Right, I just need to confirm. Judge.
See, kids, a lesson there. Follow the rules.
All comments, viewpoints, interpretations, and insights expressed in this video are for education and entertainment purposes. All individuals featured in the video are to be presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. Please do not attempt to contact, locate, or engage with any individuals featured in the video.